What's up guys, this is GerardtheRedBird here, and wait, is this my normal voice? This is my normal voice. And your boy just finally passed 6K subs. Wow, that's amazing. So guys, thank you so much for helping me get this far. Thank you for your continued support and your feedback. You guys are loving Season 4 so far, which is really amazing. So, as a treat, I'm going to be showing you guys my Angry Birds collection, or the collection of characters that I use throughout my series, Angry Birds Fantastic Adventures. What better character to start this collection video than Red? You could have picked me? So this is Red. The camera is not doing the spots justice, but here he is. There's actually a funny story behind how Red's spots became permanent. One time, I think it was 2017, I brought this Red to a seafood restaurant, and it's right next to the sea. While I was eating, I didn't realize that Red fell out of my pocket, rolled down the floor, and then fell into the ocean. And I didn't realize till too late that, oh shoot, I don't have Red inside my pocket. And I almost didn't see that red dot on the sea. I almost didn't see him again, and he almost had to live a traumatic life at sea for the rest of this guy's short life. And the salt water probably made his spots permanent. So yeah, that's Red. And this is Chuck. He really wanted the spotlight this time, of course. He's one of the oldest figures that I have. So yeah, this is Chuck. Play nicey too. And these are the blues. All three of them. That one is Jake, because of his eyes. Here's Jay, because he's the oldest. He's the first one I have. And then here's Jim, because he's a dirt boy. And here's Bomb. Very cool color. Yeah. Here's Matilda. Here's Hal. His beak is very beat up. And keep in mind, these toys are actually over 5 years old. Hal, in particular, is the oldest. Terrence. You might be wondering how I was able to get this rare of a kind national treasure. So remember Blue Jay 5678's review of the Bacon set? Or I'm sorry, Bacon set? Which came with this Terrence. He actually gave me his spare Terrence. One time he was like, hey, do you guys want this spare Terrence? And I was like, oh, me, please. And then I gave him something in return. So, Blue Jay 578, or his friends, if you guys are watching this video, thanks again. Here's Bubbles. There's a funny story behind how I got this Bubbles. So another Blue Jay 5678 related story. He and his friends teased me for being obsessed over this tiny minifigure. I was like, oh, look, Gerard, there's another review for Western Roundup, or the board game which this guy came from. I was like, no, shut up, don't tease me about Bubbles. Here's Stella, the prima donna. She's went through a lot of cosmetic changes, especially her face. She may look cracked now, but she's my Stella, and she looks really good. Here's Silver. She's the first ever paper figure that I made, and she had a lot of modifications. Her beak is made of Play-Doh. And now, here's Icebird, or I like to call him Isaac. He's one of the main reasons why my channel is popular as it is. And here's Isaac. He's exclusive to Angry Birds Space, and now he lives on Earth with me. So yeah, this is the main flock. Oh, hi, Mighty Eagle. I didn't see you there. So this is Mighty Eagle. He's paper. He has a sloped back. And funny story about this Mighty Eagle. Blue Jay 5278 has a similar Mighty Eagle like this for his Angry Birds show. And we actually made our Mighty Eagles at the same time. We actually helped each other and made their own Mighty Eagles. Actually, no, that's a lie. He helped me. Here's Puffed Up Bubbles. You guys already know the secret behind this guy. This Bubbles is not a separate toy, but a 5-inch bubble plush. What I basically did is that I taped the face behind his butt to make it look like he's the inflated Bubbles. He has a good size compared to everyone. So this Bubbles is repurposed as Bubbles using his power. Now on to the pigs. Excuse me. What you say? Here's King Pig. He's a Mattel interactive toy for the iPad. When you have an iPad and you have the original app, if you could download it again, there's a thing called King Pig mode, and it gives you about 3 different game modes. This King Pig looks really cool. Even though there's a Connects one out there, I like the way this looks. Here's Foreman Pig, one of many that I have. And here's Corporal Pig, the first ever clay figure that I made. Okay, the light is very bad, so I'm just gonna face him here. So this is Corporal Pig. He's made entirely out of clay. And here's what he looks like under his helmet. Oh, okay. He's very attached, as you can see. That's the only defining character trait that he has. So, he may not look good with this camera because the Samsung camera stinks. But here's Corporal Pig. He went through a lot of modifications. And if it's not obvious enough, Corporal Pig is based on the soldier from Team Fortress 2. Rest in peace, Rick May. You were good, son, real good. Maybe even the best. And here's the conniving, the cunning, the backstabbing Chef Pig, aka the main antagonist for Season 4. He has his plot to take over the city and take the crown so he could have the eggs all to himself. Oh boy, do I have a lot of minion pigs. If we're considering these guys specifically, I have 13. And I'm pretty sure I have a lot more than that. Hambo is one of the minion pigs. He's a minion pig that I customized to make Hambo, and I have no idea why he has this scar, maybe Redgate at him, which is why he's probably still out for revenge. So 13 if you're only counting the minion pigs from Mattel. 14 if you count the Mashem. 15 if you count this Connects pig. Yeehaw! Pig. There you go. And 16 if you count Piggy McCool. And you guys really, really love Piggy McCool, which is really, really cool. Here's Chronicler Pig. He used to have glasses, but they broke for some reason. And speaking of breaking, he's breaking right now. I cannot handle the pressure, therefore I am actually breaking apart! Here's Professor Pig. He's also breaking apart, but he's surviving. He looks really, really injured. And I have to replace his glasses with paper. They're usually clay, but of course they keep breaking. So here's Professor Pig. Oh yeah, there are those pirate pigs vibing in the background. The two, the one with the pirate hat and bucket hat, are from that one Angry Birds Telepod set, where they had to be knocked down or to get to the other side of the track. And the sword guy with the sweat coming down his ugly face is from Pirate Pig Attack. It's Jenga, I think. Oh boy, how could I forget El Porcador? Here's a papercraft. And speaking of paper, the formidable, infamous King Mudbeard. And the reason why he looks very beat up, extremely beat up, is not because of the birds, but Professor Pig. If you guys seen the last episode of Angry Birds Under Construction, which was a movie, but now I'm calling it a mini-series or an origin series, Professor Pig actually beat him up with a giant comb. Professor Pig of all people. Here are characters that barely show up. Here's Hockey, or I call him Ollie in my series. And here's Jessica, or the hockey stick that he's obsessed about. Here's Dahlia. There's Poppy right under her. Close enough. There's Luca over there. Willow. You haven't seen this Willow in a while, but my OG fans remember that there's a secret under her hat. And in the series, it's been revealed that she has these head feathers hiding on her hat, and she's very embarrassed about it. And a lot of people pointed out that her hair is actually attached to the hat. Here's Gail. She looks very beat up. Her beak even came off, but Handsome Pig is still a simp for her, no matter how ugly she looks. And another secret, if I could make it work, okay. Well, the original secret was his wig actually comes off, but the Dumbo that I am taped it for some reason, and I completely forgot why. So, here's it back. Oh boy, it's the bane of my existence. It's Spike. No, I'm kidding. I was talking to Ruby. She was an OG Red from the Knock on Wood. Okay, this camera sucks. From the Knock on Wood set, one of the first Angry Birds board games out there. And here is Spike. He only appeared once in Season 1. He was only a main character at that time. And he's my good friend, Blue Jay 578's OC. And I made this for him, so we could be friends. And it's an excuse for me to talk to him for the first time. And ever since then, he's a really good friend of mine. Had I not made this model, we wouldn't have been able to even meet. So thanks, Blue Jay 578. Here's Red's evolution. This is Season 1 Red. It looks very beat up. Season 2 Red. He used to have spots, but then they're gone. Either that or the camera just sucks. But, wow. The thing on his beak is very brutal. There are 3 extra Reds that I never use. Yeah. These guys are extra Chucks. Here's Knock on Wood Chuck. Here's Chuck who's bald. Oh my. Extra Blues. You might be wondering how these 3 stack. Awkward! I don't have only 3 blues, I have 5. And they stack because I massacred these 2 like a kebab. It's very brutal, but that's how they were able to stack. Hey guys, this is future GerardtheRedBird here, and I completely forgot to show you guys these. As I'm editing this video, I did a big oof and I forgot Mattel Terrence from Mega Fling and On Thin Ice Terrence, who is now Wingman permanently, which is found in the Halloween special. And compared to the Connects Terrence, the 2 Terrences on the left are dwarfs, while the Connects Terrence is a titan. And then here's Super Red. This is Bubbles' evolution. My Clay Bubbles, my Connects Bubbles, another Connects Bubbles, which is Angry Birds Space Bubbles. Stella's evolution. This is Season 1. And then here's Smash Stella. And an extra bomb. And then, oh boy, what happened to this Bubbles Mashem? Yeah, I don't know what's going on in my 13-year-old brain that thought this was a good idea. Here are my Angry Birds Legos. Red, Bomb, Chuck, you know their names. Poor my eagle was missing his wings. I have to look for those. And Bubbles, Hal, and Terrence, they're made of clay. They're very, very hard to make. Here are the pigs. Leonard is missing his crown. I have to look for that. The Minion Pigs, he's missing his hat. Jeez, there's a lot of things missing today. And extra Reds, extra Leonard. Here are my Angry Birds Telepods. I have almost all of them, but I don't have the Terrence one. So, I have the Jenga one instead, and the poor guy's missing his hat. Just take it in. Just memorize. Mesmerize. Just memorize. Mesmerize. Just be mesmerized. Just be mesmerized by these carts. I probably just ruined the moment so you can't mesmerize anymore. But yeah, these are really cool. Bubbles is especially my favorite. So yeah. Speaking of telepods, screw cancel licensing. My Angry Birds Star Wars 2 telepods. It's a shame that they're useless now because Angry Birds deleted their own games. Actually, there's a valid reason why Angry Birds Star Wars 2 is not around anymore. It's because the licensing that allowed them to keep them in the App Store expired, and copyright stuff, which sucks. But yeah, this is Angry Birds Star Wars 2. You probably haven't seen them in a while. I have 2 Han Solos for some reason, and I have 2 Anakins, and I don't know why. Hey, where's Anakin from part 1? Oh, there he is. I probably yeeted him so hard that I can't keep track of my things anymore. Oh, another one that I missed. Another one that I missed. Oh, jeez, I need to keep my stuff together. So yeah, this is my entire Angry Birds collection. If you like what you see, of course, like, subscribe, comment, or whatever you YouTube commenters do. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And thank you once again for 6K subs. Peace out, gamers!